What can we do to help, protect ourselves now?
That is the big question tonight by residents in East Palestine after a week of seeing a former president, federal officials, and a famous activist. Families there are really worried about the support, and will it continue? While the rail company Norfolk Southern has promised to pay for the cleanup, residents' concerns largely center around long-term issues.
Chief investigative reporter Bennett Haverly has been in East Palestine for 2 days now. Tonight, he's taking a look at what's not being done.
If you drive around East Palestine, you're likely to see a flurry of activity, but there are questions about that cleanup that's underway. Is it effective? Are there other tests that could be performed? All part of the concerns for residents here about the long-term impacts. Driving near the derailment site, contractors are cleaning the streets, but there is concern that this activity might stir up particles from the contaminated soil into the air. It sounds cliche, but there really are more questions than answers here.
Stress, anxiety, no answers still. I'm just not happy with the answers we've gotten. Let's just put it that way.
Melissa Boyer lives 2,200 feet from the site where a Norfolk Southern train derailed 3 weeks ago. The NTSB released a preliminary report Thursday that found the train received 3 hotbox notifications that a wheel bearing was heating up prior to the derailment.
I mean, after hearing the report that, it was 200 and some degrees or 100 some degrees over what it needed to be before anything was even done, that was too late at that time. It was already here, and now it's destroyed a nice little village. It's never going to be the same here again, I don't think. I would like to. I hopefully would come back stronger, but I don't think it's ever going to be the same again.
The fear of the unknown is clearly present here.
What can we do to help, protect ourselves now?
We witnessed it Thursday night during a community meeting.
What do you use to clean your home for a chemical that you've never known existed?
More questions than answers. Environmentalists at that meeting suggested that the EPA should test for dioxins, a persistent pollutant that can take a long time to break down. They said they're caused when vinyl chloride combusts, like a fire that happened following this derailment. Melissa showed me this document from a contractor who tested the air quality in her home for vinyl chloride. She told me the readings were relatively normal, but the test was conducted 7 days after the derailment by a contractor working on the Norfolk Southern cleanup. 10 Investigates noticed this sheen on the water in a creek where earlier Friday crews had been working to dam up the waterway. Health concerns are a worry. Melissa told me she and her daughter have headaches and have had breathing issues. They're going back to their doctor, but are unsure of what additional blood tests to request.
Norfolk they say they're taking care of the problem, but where have they been? That $1,000 is nothing to what, I know financially we're never going to, doesn't do it, but our long-term effects, that's the scary part of everything.
More questions than answers in a town searching for them. Norfolk Southern says it plans to pay for the cleanup. If they don't, the EPA has threatened to increase their fines. The railway also says they plan to invest in innovation to ensure something like this doesn't happen again. But more legal action could be on the horizon. There's a meeting planned next week for the attorneys who plan to sue the rail company. In East Palestine, Bennett Haverly, 10 TV News.